Hello everyone, you are watching Breaking News. I am Miki in MUIC PC2 student. In this modern society, one of the world's most pressing environmental problems is El Niño. And Indonesia is one of the countries that damage from this. El Niño is one type of climate change. According to the live science, scientists do not completely understand in detail what triggers an El Niño cycle. The cause of El Niño is climate cycle. The strange westward blowing and warm water in westward move back across the Pacific Ocean. As a result, the warmest surface water in Pacific Ocean shift offshore northwestern South America during an El Niño. Many areas, including environmental disasters that cause serious problems, such as landslide, flood, bushfires, and drought in Indonesia, which is normally put by east-west warm water and other countries. In this year, El Niño in Indonesia becomes strong. According to the Tempoco News, the impact of El Niño leading to widespread drought phenomenon has increased quite often. In general, Indonesia's economy is negatively affected by high exposure, drought, and forest fire. However, the data taken from satellites show that the impact of El Niño, such as forest fire and drought in 2015, was not worse than 2006. Also, the phenomenon of El Niño is difficult to be predicted. Indonesian government tries many ways to mitigate drought, dryness, and forest fire. For example, imposing sanctions for forest burners. El Niño in Indonesia not only causes environmental problems in some areas, but also has a negative impact on food production. Indonesia's coffee production will highly drop about 20% next year because El Niño will hurt crops in nearly 20 years. Also, coffee beans cultivation in Indonesia's higher altitude land was less affected by drought. Harvest in some lowland areas, such as Sumatra and Java, are seriously damaged by dryness. This led to a significant decrease in the beans price by 20% last year, and it is predicted that El Niño will widen a global defect of the bean which used by Nestlé SA. It can be seen that El Niño become a serious problem in many countries. Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Aren. He is the Science Division Program Director of the Biological Science in Mahidol University. I would like to interview about some question about El Niño. El Niño is become a serious problem. In the future, it become more worse.
I feel that El Niño is a natural phenomenon that is changing now because of the global climate change. So it's becoming a bit more of a problem. But the truth is, it's always been a challenge for humans. It goes back many, many centuries.
I heard that El Niño is difficult to predict. Do scientists possibility to find some trigger of this?
These days, scientists know very well how El Nino works. They are getting better at predicting when an El Nino will happen or when an El Nino will stop. So I guess the answer to your question is that yes, we are able to predict El Nino better than before. Okay. The truth is that El Nino and the complementary effect called La Nina happen every 2 to 7 years. And we know this has been true for, as I said, many centuries. But 2 to 7 years is a big difference. We're getting better at narrowing that down.
Can I ask about La Nina? La Nina. How different between El Nino and La Nina?
La Nina. Yeah, both of them have Spanish names. That's why they're hard to say. El Nino, La Nina. But actually, they are part of the same cycle in the ocean called ENSO, E-N-S-O. El Nino is sometimes called the warm half of ENSO, and La Nina is sometimes called the cold half of ENSO. Both of them occur because of large movements of water in the Pacific Ocean that make part of the ocean much warmer than normal or much colder than normal. And that affects weather, especially in the Pacific area, but even in far-flung places such as Africa and possibly even in the Atlantic Ocean. The effect starts in the Pacific, so it's strongest here.
Okay. Thank you for interview.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for your attention. Reported by Miki Yamamoto. See you.